People, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be another turban, head wrap, whatever you want to call it, type of video. And I actually have 3 styles that are going to be perfect for any occasion except work, because you know you got to be professional at work, unless you got that type of job that allows you to wear head wraps and turbans and you're good to go. But these 3 styles are going to be perfect for any occasion. So if you want to see them, definitely keep watching. So for starters, on my head I have a bonnet. It's just any old bonnet, and the reason why I put that on my head is just so at least I have like some kind of base before I apply my head wrap. You don't necessarily need to have a bonnet on, it's completely up to you, but for this I am using that. Now the type of scarf I'm using, it's like pretty silky. It's one of those, I don't know if you guys can kind of tell because my screen's kind of tight, but it's like one of those scarves that you get from the beauty supply store that are like the awkward type of size in a way. Like it's not super big, it's not super tiny, it's like in between. I don't know, you guys know what I mean. But anyways, got it at the beauty supply store, so it's pretty affordable. And it's not super heavy, it's really light. So this is perfect for these 3 styles. I would not suggest doing these 3 with a longer scarf, because the type of wrappings that you want to do when you see what styles I do, it's gonna leave too much material, whereas like this is like perfect because by the time I did the style it was like to the end of the scarf. So something like this is perfect. If you want to use a longer scarf or head wrap or turban, just be aware that the longer it is, the more material you'll have. Now applying this, I have this pretty much even on both sides. I'm looking in my mirror, so that's why I'm looking down, but it's even on both sides. And then I'm just going to put it just above my baby hairs because I've already laid them bad boys. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna cover them. Yeah, I'm gonna cover them just a little bit just for this style. And I'm going to put the scarf behind my ears. So next, what I'm going to do is take the 2 ends and just make a knot in the back, just to secure the spot so my hair, well, so the scarf is not riding back. So for the next step, I have my 2 sides as you see here. What I'm going to do is just straighten these sides out so it's kind of evened out in a way, even though it's not even. When I move on to this next step, if you hear the noise outside, it's because I'm right next to the window and people are crazy driving all reckless outside, so don't mind that. NYC for you. So yeah, straighten this out the best you can, and then you want to go ahead and just carry over the head wrap, or well, the hanging part of the head wrap over like so to the other side. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when I do it, but you're gonna do this for both sides. Once I have the 2 hanging pieces into the front, what I'm gonna do next is just make basically like a 2-strand twist. So you're gonna tie them together in the motion like so. It's kind of hard showing you guys because I'm talking at the same time, but you're just gonna keep twisting and keep twisting until you get all the way to the bottom, okay? So once you twist, right, you want to make sure that the part that you twist, well, the part that you're going to hide on this side is the one that's on the top, if that sort of kind of makes sense. Only because it's going to make it lay like as if there's like a little bun right here. So make sure that this side is like coming up instead of it being like under here. Kind of use your judgment, go with the flow, because of course I'm not perfect with this. I just realized that doing that, it's a little bit easier. Okay, so now when you get to this point, you're gonna realize two things. One, you're gonna realize that the little bun in the front is sort of tight, so you want to loosen that out, but without pulling out your sides. And if it comes out, just go ahead and tuck them back in. The second thing you'll notice is that you may have a little tag tail or whatever you want to call it sticking out in the back, so you just want to go ahead and tuck that away too. Alright, onward to style number 2. Get your scarf again. You want to make sure that now, instead of you putting it behind your ears, you're going to put it over your ears. After you make the knot, what you're going to do is you're going to make a couple more knots. So you're going to keep having the knots going all the way down until you get to the very end. You do not need to tie them super tight because you want this to be loose, because at the end you're going to go ahead and kind of separate them to give it a little bit more volume. Barely see me, guys. So now that you have your knots all the way to the bottom, you may have a little leave out. I mean, let's go ahead and just do one more knot just to be on the safe side. So you make your knot, and now that you wait, where's my thing? Oh. So now that you've gotten towards the end, what you're going to do is flip it. Right? Flip it. And you go ahead and separate your knots a bit. So now with your leave out, you're going to go ahead and tuck it underneath where your bonnet is, and that'll help to kind of hold it in place so it doesn't slip out. Guys, so as a bonus, if you want, instead of putting it towards the back, what you could do is kind of just shift it to the side and then let it do its thing. Same concept, you just tuck it into the back, but instead of it going straight to the back, you put it to the front. Alright guys, final style. So what you want to do is you are going to have your headscarf tucked behind your ears as similar to the first style. So you're going to put it to the back, and then I'll show you the next steps. Okay, so now that you have both sides towards the back, you're going to make a knot in the back, and then I'll show you what to do next. So once you have your two sides, you want to make sure in a way that one side is longer than the other. Don't make it super longer than the other, but kind of throw them off a little bit. And you want to make sure, depending on whichever side you decide to have this hanging on, the side that you're having it hang on will be the longest side. So in this case, this is going to be my shorter side, this is my longer side. With your shorter side, you're going to go ahead and make sure that it's flat, but you're going to bring it to the other side, and then I'll show you what's next. You want to go ahead and make a knot between these two. So you're going to go ahead and make a knot and then bring the loop over, making sure that the shorter piece is laying on top. So however you make the knot, just make sure you make the knot so the shorter piece is laying on top. Okay, so once you go ahead and you tie that knot, then you just want to make sure that it is tight, and then you fluff over the shorter piece over the longer piece, and literally that's it. That's the style. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed watching my video of these 4, that bonus one, turban head wrap styles. I hope you guys try these out for yourselves. They're super easy to do and super convenient if you don't feel like doing your hair, or if you just want to switch up your look a bit. But definitely I hope you guys try this out, and until next time, I will see you guys again soon for my next turban head wrap video. Peace. I love you guys. Bye.